One scoop. That's all it took to calm inflammation, shrink stubborn belly fat, and finally rebuild lean, strong muscle again. I've tried almost every supplement under the sun, and this one actually worked. If you're tired of feeling stiff, bloated, and inflamed, this might be exactly what your body's been missing. The truth is, the supplement industry has misled a lot of people. Most powders that claim to burn fat, reduce inflammation, or build muscle are either underdosed, contaminated, or filled with worthless fairy dust blends. But there's one compound that's been researched for more than 30 years, and when you take just one scoop a day, the human studies show something incredible happens. Your inflammatory markers, things like CRP, TNF-alpha, and IL-6, begin to drop. Your visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs, becomes more metabolically active and starts being used for fuel. Lean muscle increases, even without changing your protein intake. Strength rises. Your cellular power plants, your mitochondria, get stronger. Brain fog lifts, and fatigue fades away. And no, this isn't a fat burner. It's creatine monohydrate, the most researched performance and cellular health compound ever studied. And if you're still with me, Vitality Champion, take a moment to let this sink in. Energy is everything. When your cells thrive, inflammation drops. That's the foundation of healing, strength, and vitality. Let's look at what the human research shows creatine really does. For inflammation, fat loss, muscle growth, metabolism, and even brain energy. Most people still think creatine is only for bodybuilders. That couldn't be further from the truth. Creatine is cellular energy insurance. Here's the simplest way to think about it. Your cells have tiny battery packs called mitochondria. They produce energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, your body's main energy currency. Creatine stores phosphate groups that combine with ADP to create phosphocreatine, your backup battery during high-demand moments. But here's the overlooked part. Creatine doesn't just fuel your mitochondria, it protects them. That's why studies show it reduces oxidative stress, inflammation, and muscle damage after exercise. When your cells run low on energy, they panic and trigger inflammatory pathways. But when energy is abundant, inflammation drops. Creatine literally helps your cells stay calm, balanced, and energized. That's why both muscle cells and brain cells love it. It prevents energy failure. The more stable your cellular energy, the lower your inflammation. According to the International Society of Sports Nutrition, creatine is the most effective, safest, and most well-studied performance and health compound in existence. And that's not hype. It's backed by human data. Now, creatine itself isn't a direct fat burner, but it turns your body into a fat-burning machine. Here's how that works. 1. More muscle means higher metabolism. The more muscle you carry, the more insulin-sensitive you are, and the more calories you burn even while resting. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it's constantly burning energy. Human studies show creatine paired with resistance training increases lean mass, strength, workout volume, and recovery, and even boosts metabolism in older adults. Meta-analyses also show reductions in body fat percentage when creatine is used alongside strength training. 2. Better workouts mean more calories burned. Creatine increases your phosphocreatine stores, helping you train harder, lift heavier, and recover faster. 3. Lower inflammation equals easier fat loss. The truth is, most people don't have a weight problem. They have an inflammation problem. Chronic inflammation blocks fat burning, disrupts mitochondrial function, and reduces insulin sensitivity. By lowering inflammatory cytokines and improving glucose metabolism, creatine creates the perfect environment for your body to finally start burning fat efficiently. Creatine doesn't melt fat directly. It removes the roadblocks that prevent your body from burning fat in the first place. And here's another key insight. Many people who feel overweight aren't actually carrying too much fat. They're under-muscled. That's where creatine makes a massive difference. Research shows that supplementing with the right amount of creatine leads to greater lean mass gains, higher strength, larger muscle fiber size, increased muscle building activity, better glycogen storage, and improved recovery. It even enhances protein synthesis, the signal your body uses to grow and repair muscle. That's why so many athletes and smart lifters rely on it, because it simply makes building and maintaining muscle easier at any age. And here's the amazing part. Older adults often get even bigger benefits. One study showed an average gain of 1.4 kilograms of lean mass, better strength, and lower body fat, even without increasing protein intake. Creatine primes your muscles to grow. So if you're over 40 and losing muscle, it's not just aging, it could be a creatine deficiency. Now let's talk about what might be the most surprising benefit of all. Creatine's effect on your brain, your mood, and even inflammation inside the brain. Creatine isn't just for your muscles. Your brain actually stores creatine too, and it burns through it quickly, especially when you're under stress, not sleeping well, or dealing with hormonal changes that naturally come with age. During stressful times, deep thinking, long work days, or even travel, your brain's energy tanks start to run low. That's when you start feeling brain fog, fatigue, or like your memory just isn't what it used to be. Creatine restores that energy reserve. Human trials show that consistent creatine intake can improve memory, attention, reaction time, and mood, and reduce mental fatigue. It helps you feel sharper, calmer, and more focused, even on those days when you wake up foggy or tired. It literally recharges your neurons, protecting them from stress and inflammation. That's why scientists are studying creatine for conditions like depression, concussion recovery, and age-related cognitive decline. It's one of the simplest, most affordable ways to give your brain an energy upgrade. And remember, when energy goes up, inflammation goes down. That's true for every part of your body. People dealing with chronic inflammation, whether that's arthritis, stiffness, or fatigue, often notice that when they start taking creatine consistently, they move better, their strength improves, and that deep soreness begins to fade. Creatine doesn't just target inflammation directly, it supports your mitochondria, your cells' powerhouses, so your body can heal and perform the way it's designed to. When you take it every day, you feel it. You feel it in your joints, your back, your recovery, your morning energy, your workouts, even your gut. For many women over 40, this one small daily habit can feel like finally getting your body back. Now, let's clear something up. Not all creatine is created equal. Most cheap powders out there can cause bloating or stomach discomfort because they're not well absorbed or properly purified. They may contain fillers or impurities, and that's often why people say, "I tried creatine once, but it upset my stomach." That wasn't creatine's fault. It was the quality. The key is to look for pure micronized creatine monohydrate. That means it's been refined into smaller particles for easier absorption and digestion, with no additives or contaminants. When you use high-purity creatine, your body absorbs it easily, and those stomach issues disappear. And here's the best part. It's simple. You only need about 5 grams per day. That's the same dose used in most research studies, and it's what your body needs to keep those energy reserves full. You can mix it in water, coffee, tea, or even your morning smoothie. It doesn't have a taste, it doesn't break a fast, and it's incredibly easy to stay consistent with. If you're traveling or under extra stress, you can take a little more. Maybe 2 small servings spread throughout the day. It's safe for long-term use, safe for healthy kidneys, and safe for both women and men of all ages. No cycling, no loading, just consistency. Over time, those small daily doses compound. Your strength improves, your recovery speeds up, your energy becomes more stable, and inflammation slowly fades into the background. And for women 40 and up, this is especially powerful, because when estrogen levels fluctuate, inflammation can rise, muscles can break down faster, and it becomes harder to maintain energy. Creatine supports your metabolism, your mitochondria, and your muscle health, helping you stay lean, strong, and vibrant well into your 40s, 50s, and beyond. A quick but important note before you start. Creatine is one of the safest, most effective supplements known, but there are a few situations where you should be cautious. If you have any existing kidney issues or a history of kidney disease, talk to your healthcare provider before taking it. The same goes if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, or if you're taking medications that affect kidney function, like certain anti-inflammatories or diuretics, and if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, it's always smart to consult your doctor first, just to make sure it fits your overall health plan. Outside of those conditions, the research overwhelmingly supports creatine as safe, effective, and beneficial for adults of all ages, especially women who want to reduce inflammation, support their muscles, and feel stronger as they age. And finally, if you're exercising, or even just wanting to exercise again, creatine helps your muscles and joints handle that stress so much better. It reduces soreness and stiffness, so you can move with less pain, more strength, and more confidence. It helps your cells heal. It helps your muscles grow. It helps your brain focus. And most importantly, it helps you feel like yourself again. Keep going, Vitality Champion. Every small step you take toward lowering inflammation and building strength adds up. You're doing more for your body than you realize. If you found this helpful, share it with another woman who's been struggling with inflammation or fatigue. And stay tuned.